Alrighty, guys, let's get after it. 9/12/2025, 4:33 p.m. Honestly, thinking about it, I think I might want a beverage. It kind of sounds good right now. But
That doesn't sound terrible. Can I hit 1 point first?
sure.
Jayden Daniels is a bust. I want to make this very clear.
People were.
Jayden Daniels is a bust.
I told you.
Don't be mistaken.
As soon as he played poorly, people were going to jump ship.
Nobody's jump ship. That's like, I'm
I've
making
seen
the joke.
so many people like.
I'm being facetious in the fact that no one has said anything about it because it's not a big deal because that would be a crazy overreaction because he played very well all last year and everything.
No, I saw like.
But it's because of like
posts.
Caleb Williams. It's a one bad game. It's like, do they consider bench if he's not good by Thanksgiving?
Dude.
Are they going with a different option? Like bring in Badge and all the shit, everything. And it's like, yeah, where's that shit now for Jayden Daniels, huh?
I saw a few posts this morning and just like, there's only like 3 of them. The people were like, Jayden Daniels could not save his team. He's not as good as everyone thinks. I'm like, that's kind of a bad take. But granted, I did not watch the full game. I was so tired yesterday. It was probably like halfway through the second quarter. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to bed. I was so tired. And at that point in the game, the Packers were smacking their cheeks around. So I'm like, this is kind of decided.
Yeah, that game. I mean, I guess I'll start. We could go on with the bad on the Commanders. Really, well, the biggest news. Austin Eckler tore his Achilles.
He did tear his Achilles. So
That fucking sucks.
yeah.
That really sucks.
Merritt Smith fantasy owners are probably pretty happy right now.
Yeah, I would say people who got Bill pretty happy.
Yeah.
And then also Jayden Reed broke his collarbone.
I did see that. I saw that play.
That was a crazy catch.
I thought that was another one where it was like, and yeah, unfortunately the touchdown didn't count because of
I
a
know,
hold.
fucking holding. That sucks.
Yeah, I was like, dude, did I just witness another dislocated shoulder? I'm like, oh, like not again. And then unfortunately it was much worse. His collarbone is broken.
I thought it was his hand, like the way he was acting and like holding his hand when he got up and like.
Well, he's probably just trying to like support the weight of his arm.
Yeah, for
his
sure.
collarbone's broken. He's just like holding it. He's like, oh gosh.
Yeah, that was brutal. That sucks. But yeah, honestly, I don't understand the Commanders' game plan there. Like, the Packers' defense played extremely well. Like, extremely well. Their defense is actually looking ridiculous.
Their defense is good. I think, honestly, so far, the Packers might be the one team in the NFL that I'm like, hey.
Scared of?
As much as I hate to say it, I'm like, this team's really good.
No, for sure. They definitely.
They might be fulfilling the prophecy. 27-year-old quarterback coming in, 30 years as a starter.
Yeah.
Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
And Bart Starr.
All won a Super Bowl at that point in their careers.
That would be the most insane coincidence.
Coincidence or conspiracy? I think
NFL's
the Illuminati runs the NFL.
I think they run a couple things.
Yeah, the world, maybe.
Yeah.
Not saying.
But that Packers defense, I mean, last year you could already just tell, like, there's so much potential there. They have so many young fucking studs on that team that it's like, oh, this team's going to be kind of dangerous, especially with Jeff Hafley. He's a great DC. He is what that team needed.
And then they literally have Matt LaFleur. I mean,
yeah,
we can't just forget that. Matt LaFleur he's a football guy. I'll start with that. Football guy by like crazy when they were trying to get that go for it on fourth. And timing was all off. He's like screaming at that guy on the sideline.
He was screaming multiple times throughout the game. But that's why I like Matt LaFleur so much, because he's one of the few head coaches that has like a lot of emotion during a game, whether they're winning or losing. Mm-hmm. He is always pushing for his team to be playing to perfection. It's like, well, it reflects in his coaching record. I mean,
100%.
It's a lot like Sirianni. Like, a lot of people dog on him and talk about him being a dumbass and everything, but like his coaching record is.
I think people hate his face. Is the biggest problem with Sirianni. Sure. People hate his face
for sure,
and I don't blame him because he has a very hateable face.
He does.
Yeah. I mean, I really, like I said, I didn't see too much of like the second half. I mean, I didn't see any of the second half. I'll say that.
They just the Commanders' game plan to me made no sense. I mean, like the whole thing with Jayden Daniels was like he rushed for 800 and something yards last year. Like, he put the team on his back when he needed to because they didn't have a good enough O-line, and he ran his ass off. And that's like, you see the Ravens. That's been Lamar Jackson's MO. Like, that is the reason why they're so hard to stop. So don't try and fix what ain't broke. And it seemed like they just didn't want to run him at all. I mean, he had 7 carries by the end of the night. But I think 5 of those came in, like, the late third quarter and then the fourth quarter. Like, when they're already down chasing and he's trying to get out. Like, I just didn't. I'm like, man, you could have maybe opened the game up a little bit differently. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I
rolled
mean,
him out, get him moving, open up the defense. Because, like, he just tried to stand in the pocket. That defense was plastered to everybody. He had no time. And then the Packers were getting great pressure with just a 4-man rush. It's like,
yeah.
man, that's why I was like, okay, at some point, they're going to start, like, every drive is going to start with him, like, with a 15-yard run, like, just take it himself. And he just wouldn't. And he wouldn't. And I'm like, all right, I guess that's how they're doing this. Dan Quinn's just being stingy. Well, they're scared of him getting hurt,
injured,
and it's rightfully so, because he got hit. So he got hit a shitload last night, and he got sacked a lot of times. And, like, some of the hits that he took were, like, really big shots. Micah Parsons kept fucking blasting him. Lucas Van Ness blasted him at one point. I mean, he was getting tossed around back there. And, yeah, I'm like, I get why they don't want to run him, but also, like, this guy's capable of getting away from these dudes. Like, he's getting hit because he's backing up. He's dropping back in the pocket, trying to stay in the pocket and not rolling out, not doing anything, so he's trying to like run through.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not going to work every time. When they're getting this much pressure, like, you're going to have to just take it and roll out of the pocket immediately.
Yeah.
And then you suck the defense in by you running towards the line of scrimmage, like bring them in to get someone open. I don't know. It's a weird game plan by the Commanders, who haven't won a game at Lambeau since like 1988.
I did not know that.
They have only played there 6 times, I think. This might have been the 7th, or this was the 6th, one of the two. But yeah, they have not won a game in Lambeau since 1988.
Interesting. That's a fun fact.
It's a fucking long time.
It is a long time.
That's a very long time. And Dan Quinn's record against Matt LaFleur is trash.
I'm sure. I mean, Dan Quinn was clowned on for a while.
I still kind of clown him. I don't hate him as a coach, but I don't.
Well, he's got that one big eyesore on his record.
Yeah, I mean, the Super Bowl thing is pretty glaring when you look when you look back at his coaching record. But,
yeah, it's a pretty bad look.
In his defense, I mean, he was the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks, and they went to back-to-back Super Bowls, so and led the Legion of Boom. So I mean,
yeah,
he's not a bad defensive coach. I just, as a head coach, I don't know how I feel about him quite yet. I really don't have too much confidence in him. But last year looked good. But is it him or is that Cliff Kingsbury? Because
Cliff Kingsbury is an OC as a god. He's a god as an OC.
And their offense is what got them where it got them last year. Their defense was not very good.
Yeah, exactly.
Their defense was not very good yesterday. It wasn't bad. It had some shining spots.
Marshawn Lattimore's definitely...
He's cooked.
He's cooked. Yeah, he's done.
Cooked. Dude, they literally attacked the number one guy on their defense. They said, we're going to go right fucking at him and force him to have to make plays, and he could not do it.
Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore, I would say probably, if not at the end of this year, probably next year he hangs up the cleats.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's definitely he's kind of just like a shell of his former self out there.
Yeah, the injury bug, man, it really sucks. It really changes somebody.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of injuries,
hopefully it doesn't change him.
Jake Moody is now a Chicago Bear. He's on the practice squad.
I was calling for this at work.
So this could be a very good thing if he can figure it out again. If he can get his head on straight. Because again, obviously after the ankle injury, he was just downhill from there. Hasn't been good. Gets cut. But this also puts pressure on Cairo Santos.
I like that too.
Which is awesome. I mean, because again, if I saw a post, it was put perfectly. It was like, finally we have a guy who can kick over 50 yards, and then in parentheses, accuracy pending.
Yeah, yeah, we'll see how that plays out.
I mean, it could be a very good thing, dude. I mean, Cairo...
He better be in the fucking gym doing pistol squats today.
No, like for real. Like
today.
He's just like, his leg just isn't up to par to what this league is anymore.
Nah, it's not.
Like,
it's just not. Yeah, it's really
sorry,
not.
dude. I'm like, we barely beat the Packers last year because he squeaked it through on like a 54-yard field goal.
Yeah, and that's another one where like you're just not confident when a 54-yarder's on the line. Like you watch last night's game. Now, obviously there were a couple doinks in there, a couple misses, but
yeah, Matt Gay is a...
That didn't look good, but it's very, very high pressure situation. You kind of seen it coming though after that first ball. It's like that first ball barely made it in, and then when it was like the next one was from like 56 or 57 or some shit, I'm like, this one is not going in. Like, there's no way, dude. And then, but shit, even McManus missed one, so it happens. But yeah, nonetheless, I think for sure it puts a lot of pressure on Cairo, and
rightfully so. Again, like we said,
I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, he definitely needs that pressure on him.
The leg, it's such a problem. And honestly, we got lucky as hell, that he made that one. And I think it's like we should have beat the fucking Packers 2 times last year. That blows my mind still.
I mean, we should have been like 5-1 against our division last year, pending timeouts.
Yeah, like legitimately. and then the missed call on the leverage that wasn't called on the blocked field goal against the Packers. Who knows? Cairo might have missed that too, but you never know.
It's not good. There's a lot of things, but that's in the past.
Yeah.
Just like how Ben Johnson said today in his press conference. Did you see that?
They just don't stop asking him the same question. And I agree. Like, I totally agree, and I love that from him.
Yeah,
he's like, can we fucking move on?
He's like, that's enough. This is the last thing I'm going to say about the last game.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Apparently the Lions, there's players already coming out. They're saying that they're going to win this game. They got this game won already.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I guess I could just do it as like one of my picks now, because that to me is one of my picks that I am like more confident in than a lot of them this week. The Bears are somehow 6-point underdogs here, and I don't understand that.
They're in Detroit.
Nonetheless, the Commanders were up against the Packers, and they were only 3.5-point favorites, or
well,
3.5-point dogs.
Especially after Monday night's affair.
Well, look at what happened to the Lions against the Packers, though, too.
It's fair. It's very fair.
And they did not look good at all. They didn't look any better than the Bears did.
No, I think they looked abysmal. The only thing was that 1, Caleb Williams, 2, primetime. For sure. If the Bears game was on Sunday, on like a regular just noon, at like regular kickoff, they would not be getting this much attention.
No, absolutely not. And that's why I'm like, give me Bears plus 6.5. And honestly, I'd take the Bears money line in this game at plus 230 right now.
There you go.
It's just, like I said, I just don't see what they have that I don't have. Like, our defense looked incredible. The only reason they fell off at the end is because they were on the field for 40 minutes.
Yes.
If we have a big lead in that game, we're fine.
Ben Johnson seems to be the kind of guy that I'd say the only difference between coaches, between even Nagy and Eberflus, let's go with those last two. He kind of doesn't seem like the type of guy. He's like a no BS kind of guy.
Accountability.
Yeah, like Matt Eberflus, his press conferences are always saying the same thing. He seems scared. Matt Nagy was same thing. Seemed scared. He's always great. Yeah. We had a great week of practice. Great week of practice. Mm-hmm. That was his thing every time. Matt Eberflus. Ben Johnson is here, and he seems very pissed.
He should be.
Like, very angry. Like, his whole demeanor since that game, every single, press conference I've seen of Ben Johnson, he just seems not pleased. And it's kind of scary, the fact that he's just stone-faced. I think that I would feel better if he was, throwing chairs across the room. But he's not. He has, that stone-faced anger, and it really intimidates me. And granted, that doesn't mean anything because he is the coach and he's not on the field playing. But still, it seems like the kind of guy that's getting his locker room in order. I haven't even really seen anything about practice this week for the Bears, which is kind of weird because, usually you see something from Adam Hodge or whoever. No one's really said anything about how practice has been or anything like that. I just would like to know what's going on in there. But that also leads to this. Miami, the team, held a players-only meeting.
Yeah.
Which, it's a reach, but I saw one take. Someone said that means that they gave up on the coach. Personally, don't blame them. Again, I've been saying it for a little while now. I think Mike McDaniels has lost his allure. Something needs to change there, definitely. I don't know if that's the actual case. I mean, again, this guy's just reaching for clicks, but...
that's what everyone initially leans to. I mean, who was it? It was 2-3 years ago this happened in recent times where there was a team that held a players-only meeting and everybody was freaking out. They had a players-only meeting.
I don't know. The only one I know of is the White Sox, and we saw how that went.
Yeah, that one. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking it was football, though. For some reason, I can't remember what fucking team. That's going to bug me. But, these aren't that crazy big of a deal. They do happen. It's not the end of the world.
It just usually knows that's when a team knows that they suck. That's what it usually means.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing to look at it. Maybe it doesn't necessarily mean that the coach is going to get shit canned here in the next week or two, but also that it could just be instead of having to hear. It's like when your mom's yelling at you and she's telling you something and you just don't give a shit. You don't want to hear it, so you tune her out.
Yeah.
But then your brother or your sister's like, "Hey man, you got to get your fucking shit together. It's like you just need to hear it from the guys you're actually out there with, not just always the coach.
Yeah.
So maybe it could still benefit them and turn around and be a good thing. Who knows? But yeah, as of now, I for sure think he has the hottest seat in the NFL when it comes to a job.
Definitely.
Like, actually, because, I mean, if they
were talking last year wanting to get rid of him.
This week's going to be extremely important for them.
100%. If they lose in the same way they lost last week, this week, I'm calling it by midseason, Mike McDaniel's gone.
Yeah, that's the thing is I wonder who they would hire. Like, who would even come in on the table for them, like, to take over that job, especially
Brian Flores. Actually, we've already seen that in Miami once.
Yeah, we don't need Tua is gonna end up with a third concussion.
Yeah,
Brian Flores is gonna beat the shit out of him personally. Yeah, I just don't know who. Domestic
violence is not a joke.
I don't know who would just take over that job though, and then also it's like you'd almost kind of have to just blow it all up there.
Oh,
I
definitely.
mean, besides like Achane, like. Maybe Tua you keep, but like Tyreek, that's a fat contract. Get rid of that shit. Jalen Waddle, you could probably trade him, get some decent bait for him.
Jalen Waddle really hasn't been anything though since his rookie year, which is crazy.
Yeah, dealing with injuries and then having Tyreek Hill there and this and then also not having a quarterback half the time. Like,
it is very true.
But I think that's a big thing that no one wants to like admit. And I think maybe Tua could just be like kind of permanently damaged from his concussions and not.
I would definitely
capable
agree.
Of playing at what he was like
don't
before.
Think that
shit changes people.
Yeah, I don't think Tua should be playing football at all anymore.
I mean, like, sure he could still play, but to what level is he actually capable of doing? Because we've seen him be great. Like, dude, when they beat up on the fucking Broncos 72 to fucking 0 or whatever
I think it's more of just like a health thing, like a longevity, like for well-being type thing is the reason why he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah,
that's my reasoning. Granted, if he sucks or not, I just think like if he wants to live a nice life after football, he might want to stop.
But this next game's gonna be tough. They're playing the Patriots. Now they're at home, but they are playing the Patriots. The Patriots are coming off of a loss that no one really expected them to lose to the Raiders, really, because no one knew what the Raiders were gonna be.
Yeah.
Raiders look good. Patriots, I still think, are on the table as being a very good team this year. And I know it was Tom Brady who didn't have a good record against Miami, but it's also kind of partially New England because it was most of his career. You'd like to think Miami takes this one at home, but they are only 1.5-point favorites in that game.
Wow.
Which kind of is shocking. But
give me the Fins.
Yeah, up. Right? Like doesn't it feel like they're going to get like one lucky one? Like they got blown out by the Colts, who nobody knew what they were going to be.
I think people are overlooking the fact that Drake May actually didn't have that great of a season last year. I think people might have Drake May a little higher up on the board than he actually should be. Not saying that Drake May is bad. I'm just saying there's a lot of glaze going on, and I think some of it might be a little unwarranted.
Yeah, I could probably agree with that. I mean, he hasn't really. We just got to see his second year unfold really to just see more of him, but. Yeah, I'd like to think that the Dolphins maybe get lucky here. It's like the players-only meeting thing. There's just so much tension because of the media now and all that shit paying attention to that stuff and pointing at, like, people being like, he's getting fired. It's like they're going to go out there and be like, screw that. We're not getting our coach fired. We're going to put up 35 on the Patriots and beat them by fucking 14.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening, but I'll probably stay away from that game if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I definitely won't touch it.
Yeah, that's too close for comfort. I was very tempted at first to take when I first seen the news about the team meeting, I'm like, I think I'm taking Patriots money line here. But then I'm like, their record in Miami's not very good, and this and that, and just waffling too much. I'm like, nah.
I also saw, speaking of concussions, Chris Olave, had a press conference. Dov Kleiman came out and said that it was a shot at Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't think it was at all. I think it was more of like he was saying. So basically, the way the quote went was like, I feel like it's going to happen more often now that they're going to be taking me to the blue tent, when he takes a big hit. I don't think necessarily that he meant it as because my QB is going to be throwing me hospital balls. I think it's just because they're so scared of him having another concussion.
It's a Tua thing.
Yeah,
it's every time he gets hit, it's like, ugh.
Yeah, they're going to be like, is he okay?
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Dov Kleiman, known clown, is just making posts just to make.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely what it was.
I 100% agree with that. Yeah, I thought that was like, this is just out of context.
I didn't even want to give it like.
You hate to even watch
it.
them. You hate to watch it. You hate to give them the engagement.
Yeah, I didn't even want to like bring them up. But
Yeah,
I'm like, I kind of had to. I had to on that one.
Yeah, yeah, I'm done with that page.
Yeah.
I'm done with that fucking page.
Yeah, I agree.
I've done a fairly good job at scrolling past most of the shit that he says anymore, because for some reason it still just pops up on my timeline. There's like no way to get away from it.
Yeah, him and ML football is just because they're like big pages. They have the gold check mark, so their stuff is going to be pushed.
Yeah.
In algorithms, and that's a problem. Fix it, Elon.
This one will be interesting. Going back on, well, I guess we kind of just stuck with injuries really a lot here.
It's honestly just a week of injuries. It's week 1, so a lot of people are going to be dropping, unfortunately. But.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Brock Purdy's out for 2 to 5 weeks with turf toe.
Yeah.
And then George Kittle also out for 4 weeks with, what was it, shoulder?
Shoulder, yeah.
That sucks. The Niners are just having literally the worst luck possible.
I feel like this is always the Niners. For like as long as I can remember for a while. Especially in recent history, the Niners have been nothing but plagued with injury.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what's going on with that team. If they need a new training staff or something, like something's got to change.
Yeah, I mean, it could just be purely bad luck. I mean, you can't control. Like, that's why football's just a crazy, dangerous game, and it's amazing that more people don't get hurt actually on a regular basis. But
Ocho Cinco came out and said they needed to hire him because he would change their diets and all these non-contact injuries would stop.
Yeah, that's not. Sorry, Chad, but that doesn't work like that.
Maybe.
I don't think if fucking Austin Eckler was eating either more broccoli or more red meat that he would not have popped his Achilles last night.
There might be more science behind it. I'm not saying he's right. There might be, though. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to speak on that. Act like I know what I'm talking about because I don't.
Yeah, I don't think Chad Ochocinco is also a doctor either. So I mean,
was a professional athlete though.
Yeah, that's still.
I'll give him that. That's as far as I'll give him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these guys have pretty decently good diets. If I had to take a guess.
You would think. Most of them. Look at Kelvin Benjamin and Desmond Watson.
True.
Kelvin Benjamin and Eddie Lacy, they ate themselves out of the league.
Yeah, Eddie Lacy's
Yeah, feast mode.
Yeah. That's still one of my favorite nicknames of all time. Feast mode. Oh, you know what? I meant to bring this up. We were talking about the Packers, and because this wasn't posted by Dov Kleiman, but it was a very similar page as a sports betting page, which just honestly, truly,
Prize Picks?
No, not like a actual sports book page.
Oh, just like some bozo?
Just a random bozo. No,
okay.
I couldn't even. Let's see. This and I read the comments because I was very curious as to who was actually going to respond to this and what people were going to say. And I read multiple comments of someone being like, "Well, what do you think about this? I'm not trying to debate you. I'm tailing you for sure." But like, so people were on this guy's fucking boat for this, right? He had a 16-leg parlay in on yesterday's game, and it was Josh Jacobs touchdown, Terry McLaurin touchdown, Jordan Love 200+ yards, Jayden Daniels 175+, Terry McLaurin 25 receiving yards, Jaden Reed 15, Zach Ertz 15, Tucker Kraft 15, Terry McLaurin 3 catches, Jaden Reed 2, Zach Ertz 2, Tucker Kraft 2, Josh Jacobs 40 yards, Austin Eckler 10 yards, Jordan Love 1 passing touchdown, Jaden Daniels 1 passing touchdown. He just did all the alts for every single bet. And I'm like, the fact that anybody was commenting and being like, I'm tailing this, dude, I'm tailing this, like, you guys are so dumb. This is why you're going to lose money. I don't care if you're only putting $5 on that shit. Terry McLaurin didn't get a touchdown yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the point of gambling, though. It's a gamble.
Well, yeah, no shit, but like, you're gonna waste your time selecting every single possible fucking minimum. And this is why, like, I've talked about this at work a bunch of times with Tyler, but like, we've talked about, it's like, if you could just take all the alts, it seems very easy. People are like, we'll just take them all for like 10 yards. And if you put 100%. Enough together, you can get money out of it. It's like, yeah, but there's always the one stupid thing that doesn't happen that like will still cost you the money. So like, just put the money on something that's worthwhile. And there you go, like 16 legs. Terry McLaurin doesn't get a touchdown. There you go, down the drain.
He was kind of a ghost yesterday, right?
He was a ghost. So was Debo. I mean, Debo ended up after the fourth quarter with some decent points.
Because he's
like
fat.
17 fantasy points. But yeah, I mean, they had him on lock. But I just thought that was so stupid. I mean, don't please don't be doing that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I
Anybody.
feel like the big parlays like that are always very. You always see it's like, oh, I was one leg away. It's like, well, you had like a 26 leg parlay. Like,
yeah, and it's like you're one leg away because you're betting on guys to have 10 fucking yards.
Yeah.
Like that, it is pretty simple to get most of those to hit. But
Yeah.
that's why it looks even dumber when one misses, because you're doing that thinking like, this is guaranteed, dude. This is guaranteed.
Yeah.
I'm a sports bettor, and it's like you're an idiot. You're dumb.
Yeah.
Like I don't get me wrong. I put parlays together too. Like I'll do 8-leg touchdown parlays. But the difference with that is like, you could do an 8-legger, and you could pick right now off the top of your head 8 guys who you think are probably going to score a touchdown this week, and you more than likely would guess right.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's pretty good odds. It was like last week bet. I had a 6-leg parlay in, and I had one guy not get a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. The guy who's literally the number 2 fantasy draft this year. Fucking, he's supposed to be
Just
this and that, and he
saying.
didn't get a touchdown.
I
Like, okay.
said that he was not going to do well. Granted, the jury's still out.
Yeah,
It is only week 2.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
But it's like, something like that is stupid as hell. Like, how does Jahmyr Gibbs not get a touchdown? The same way that Bijan has done that to multiple people over the last how many years?
Kyle Pitts, people are like,
Yeah, Kyle Pitts too. It's like, I'm not even talking fantasy, like just touchdowns, period.
Yeah.
Like, so it's just
I also just want to throw this out there real quick. This is like the time of streaming. So when movies are out of the theaters, I feel like they should immediately hit streaming. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch Superman, and people, it's like, I got to rent it. I'm not renting it. I'm going to have to wait like another 6 months till it's free to watch on something that I already paid
Why
for.
don't you just go watch it? Why didn't you see it in theaters? You were like all fucking hyped about
I
it
know.
before
I
it
just
came out.
never had time. I'm only going to go on Tuesdays because it's $5, and I just never had time.
That's crazy. You're not a real super fan then.
I'm super broke, so. Anyways, back to football. Sorry for that.
I guess I saw this. I thought it was very funny because we were just bringing up Kyle Pitts and Bijan, so we're discussing the Falcons. This guy posted a thing with Michael Penix Jr. and Michael Vick.
I saw this, yeah.
It says, Atlanta has a left-handed, dual-threat black quarterback named Michael with a last name that's one character off from male genitalia.
Yep.
2001 is back, boys. I'm like, yo, that is...
Yeah.
The odds of that actually are insane. You have penis and dick as quarterbacks is crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I don't know, like, how does that even happen? The NFL's rigged. That's how it happens. They set that up on purpose.
Maybe. We're going to get a rematch this year, though, of the national championship.
Yeah, that game should be
ago.
pretty good, actually. I'm kind of curious to see how that works out. I think
the Falcons make it a game. I think they will actually make it a game. Darnell Mooney's going to be back. Drake London's going to be back. So,
yeah.
Or no, Drake London wasn't injured.
No, Tyler Algier.
Yeah, it was Tyler. No.
Was it? Or was it Drake
I
London?
think actually it was Drake London.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drake London and Darnell Mooney are both going to be back. Those are 2 huge pieces. Huge pieces on that offense. So,
Oh, that's the night game, too, on Sunday.
yeah, Sunday night. We're going to see some Carrie Underwood, and then we're going to see some football. So, lock in.
That Falcons are 3.5-point dogs. They're in Minnesota.
That's the 3.5. That's why I'm saying that's why. I feel it. I know why. I just feel it. It's going to be a game. It's going to be fun.
I do kind of have confidence in Atlanta
People are going to
keeping
be
up in that game.
glazing J.J. McCarthy. They're going to be all over him. And then he's going to lose.
Yeah, right? Doesn't it kind of feel like that?
Yeah.
That's like how it typically goes. Like, he's not going to just go on a run. Like,
Also, speaking of the Bears, this is a first-year head coach, offensive-minded head coach, with a second-year first-round QB who loses to a divisional rival week 1 in primetime. 2018 is back. The Bears are going to win the North.
hey, that's possible.
That would be awesome.
We go on like a 10-0 run over our next 10 games.
That would be
Just take the division by storm.
That would be great. I would.
We're gonna have. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna flip. Instead of the Vikings and the Lions fighting for who's gonna be 15-2, it's gonna be the Bears and Packers. And that would be only the most epic shit ever.
Would be sweet. It would be 2011 all over again.
That'd be so cool.
Because it would be like, who's gonna make the playoffs? The Bears or the Packers? It comes down to week 17. And then B.J. Raji's going to come out of retirement, pick off Tyson Bagent, and run it in.
I like
we
that
live in
Tyson
it.
Bagent would be playing if we were fucking actually that good of a record.
No, they might be because that's what happened. You know.
Yeah.
Jay Cutler hurt his thumb. He went down. Josh McCown. Where's Josh McCown? Or was it Jimmy Clausen? I think it was Jimmy Clausen.
Jimmy Clausen was in there for a bit.
I think it was Jimmy Clausen. But anyways, then that would just prove that the Illuminati exists and we live in a simulation. But anyways, yeah, sorry.
One of those is definitely true. One of those might be true. The verdict is not out yet.
And the choice is yours to guess which is which.
Yeah. I'm taking the Falcons plus 3.5 in that game.
Love that.
I just think that's...
Yeah, I think that's a great pick. Love that. We got there's another big matchup, isn't there?
Yeah, we got a fucking Super Bowl rematch, dude.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Eagles Chiefs. Hammer the Eagles. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Yeah, Chiefs are at home, getting 1.5 points.
Hammer the Eagles.
That's another team that I could see like I could definitely see the Eagles winning this game, but I
could see the Chiefs losing this game and the nation goes crazy and it's like the Chiefs dynasty.
Did I say Eagles losing this game?
Yeah.
Okay. I meant to say I could see the Eagles winning this game. Like obviously like you were saying, like hammer the fucking Eagles.
Yeah.
It seems very, but it's another one of those I think kind of prove it games where it was like even last year, like the Chiefs were 10-2 and people were like this is fraudulent. Like they ended up 15-2 last year, and everyone's like, "The Chiefs just suck, dude." And then they make the Super Bowl, and it's like, "This team still sucks." And then they lose, and everyone's like, "See, I told you so." It's like
they made
the fucking Super Bowl, and they went 15-2. Like they were really good. No one wanted to admit it because they didn't look as good as they have in previous years.
They looked like 2018 Rams,
and now they're getting flack for the whole, the Chargers thing, losing to the Chargers and this and that. But I do think the Eagles win this game, being that they had to travel. The travel from Brazil and everything.
What's also going to happen is the Chiefs are going to go 0-2. They're going to start the season 0-2, and then every single narrative is going to be the Chiefs are dead. That's going to be the narrative.
And then that's when the run happens.
Potentially. But I could also see them being dead just in the fact of, like, Juju's wide receiver 1 right now.
Xavier Worthy should be back for this game, if I'm not mistaken.
He is? He's fine?
I've seen him practice. Someone posted a video of him practicing.
I feel like I haven't heard anything about that, but also would just be me not looking into it enough.
I could be wrong. Maybe I just got fooled. He's doubtful as of right now, so I mean...
Because that was pretty bad. Yeah, he's doubtful. Yes, okay. I definitely don't think that it would also be a good idea for him to play. He has a slim chance, is what it says.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely... He's not 100%. I mean, he's ready to get back.
I'm sure he is.
He was practicing today with padding on his shoulder.
Yeah, I just feel take it easy. Don't rush yourself because if you go out there and that shoulder's still an issue.
The Eagles are not the team you want to play against.
They are going to target that shoulder, and you're going to have a long-term injury.
And they got some hitters on that team.
Yeah.
That is a great way to get hurt.
Yeah. Have you heard about the whites in the secondary? Those guys will put a hurting on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I keep seeing this too. It's funny because I'll bring this up since we're talking about the Chiefs. There are so many people after last night's game when Jordan Love put the fucking hit stick on that run that he had. He took a 10-yard, 12-yard run up the field.
Yes.
Laid an absolutely perfect hit. That was badass. It was actually a pretty tough move. Was clearly not going out of bounds.
Yeah,
He's not known for bitching out and going out of bounds. Chiefs fans are losing their mind right now. Because, I'm not kidding. Like my whole
I haven't seen that. I don't
half my feed has been like people being like,
I'm glad.
Oh, the NFL, you guys are real quiet when Jordan Love does this, but when Mahomes does it, you guys are freaking out. And every single comment is like, if you can't see the difference, you don't have a brain. And I'm like, yeah, how are you even bitching about this, bro? You got a guy who literally goes out of bounds 95% of the time, slides late, flops for a lot of calls. And then on top of it, the time he does go to run out of bounds and a defender's basically giving up because he knows he's going out of bounds like he always does, he's going to decide to lay into the guy. And it's like, all right, dude, come on. There was a total difference in the two, but Chiefs fans are losing their shit right now, and they're really pissed off that people...
Chiefs fans, because their king was getting hate.
Yeah, Yeah, they're mad that Jordan Love's not getting hate for what he did, and I'm like, bro, you guys are just if you
it
don't
was
see
very,
the difference,
very
you're blind.
different. That was like it was like a Josh Allen situation. Josh Allen's not one to really run out of bounds. He's just going to lower his shoulder.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But I thought that was pretty funny. I'm like,
that is great, dude. I love it. I'd love to see that when people. I guess it's a little sensitive word to use in this time, but when their privilege is kind of taken from that, I guess you could kind of word. I don't know if it's the best word to use. Trying to say, like, when roles are reversed, people don't like it. Like, Chiefs fans are creaming their pants.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, Patrick Mahomes blows up a defender.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, is like a 5'10", 5'11" cornerback. So
who was pulling off of
a nickel
tackling.
corner, so very slot guy. So let's relax.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just interested to see how defenders react to that, especially the Eagles, because they see him running out. I feel like there's definitely what's going to give the Chiefs an advantage is unnecessary roughness on Patrick Mahomes, because if the Eagles see him running towards the sideline, they're not going to let up.
Yeah, I think they have enough hate, and Philly's a tough enough team that it's like one of those things they're going to get carried away. Jalen Carter, basically.
Yeah,
like it's going to be
100%.
Like, instead of thinking about it for 2 seconds, be like, this penalty could cost us the game. It's going to be like, yo, you see that hit I just laid? And then the flags will just be flying. It's going to look like a fucking New Year's celebration. Yeah, and then everyone's going to be like, see, the NFL's rigged for the Chiefs. And it's like, yeah, okay, well, it was a clear late hit. Yeah, we're going to see it all.
That's a problem, though. And
why they're only 1.5 point favorites blows my mind. Tell me how that makes sense. Yeah.
I definitely think they should probably be a little more than that.
It should be 3.5 at least. I understand it is the Chiefs still, and the Chiefs at Arrowhead are unbelievably good.
It's honestly, probably realistically, I think it's always like 3.5 that's favored to the home team, right? That they give the home team.
Usually depending.
So it's probably
like the
realistically like 4.5.
Dolphins are 1.5. They're at home. The Lions are 6.5. Again, we don't know how that makes any sense. Over the Bears, it's not that is not a big there's not a big disparagement in teams there. Unlike say like the Ravens and Browns, the Ravens are 11.5 point favorites. That makes a little more sense. But yeah, like I just don't see how 1.5. That makes me almost fishy. Like something's fishy there. That the Chiefs got not. I mean, they got fairly beat by the Chargers. They Chargers played a really good game. Beat them straight up. It wasn't really like an ass kicking, but they held on to it the whole game. So it's not like the Chiefs are bad per se. But after all that traveling to Brazil, back from Brazil, losing the first game, the Eagles won their first game, beat them in the Super Bowl. Like 1.5 only seems kind of nuts. I feel like the Eagles should be favored by like 2.5 to 3.
I agree.
1.5 is so close.
That's a
pick 'em. That's literally a pick 'em.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And if I'm picking them, I'm gonna go confidently enough here. I'm gonna say Eagles win.
I'd agree.
It seems not far fetched to say that, but looking at the sports lines, like the books, is like that's it. It could be either one.
Yeah, I definitely. Like I said, hammer the Chiefs. That's all I have to say on that one.
Hammer the Chiefs?
Or the Eagles, sorry.
See, yeah, you did it too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a sign, dude.
Whoa!
You're wearing red too. You're wearing a fucking Chiefs shirt.
It was on top of the clothes pile.
Hey, real quick too on the Ravens. This is a really interesting stat that I seen a few days ago. Derrick Henry has led the NFL in rush yards since 2016.
Yeah.
Every single year since 2016.
He wasn't the top rusher, people. Don't get confused on that. He has the most rushing. So his 2016 happened, and then his total career yards is what it is.
Yeah, I think it's pretty stupid how they put the graphic up though.
Because they make it look like he has won the rushing title every year.
Yeah.
Or make it sound like that. That is not what it is.
Mm-hmm.
His career rushing yards.
Yeah. Most rushing yards since 2016 by any running back. But they could have very easily made that the point of it as opposed to breaking it down and putting since 2016, 11,592 and catches. No one's doing the math on that shit, knowing, like you said, he didn't win the rushing title every single year. So it's a little deceiving looking the way they typed it up.
Real quick, J.J. McCarthy just had his fiance just had their kid. Rome McCarthy is his child's name.
Wow. He beats the Bears one fucking time, and he's already naming his kid out of spite.
Loser. Lame. Who are the Bills playing this week?
Bills are playing the Jets in New Jersey.
All right. I'm going to take the Bills just because I think they're the better team, but it's going to be close, people. I think that Jets offense looks like the way they did last week. I think this is going to be a lot closer than people expect.
That's another one that I am kind of, I don't want to say like baffled, but I mean, the Bills are 6.5-point favorites. It's not so much that, but the total is at 46.5. I feel like after the Jets just did what they did against the Steelers, and the Bills just did what they did, like this game could very easily be 30-30 something. Like
I agree. It's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be very close.
Yeah, but like high scoring close. Not,
100%.
Probably not like defensively close, really, but like.
No. I think both these defense are probably very mid. And people need to stop relax when I say that because it's not mid in the fact that they're bad. They're just mid. It's literally what it means.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely got to. I mean, Bills money line is an easy pick. I might take the Jets, but I might fuck around and take the Jets plus 6.5. Actually,
I love that.
Like actually, because just the way that they look. Now, and
I'm not actually gonna place American currency on it, but I do like that pick.
I do, and the Bills are actually favored to cover the 6.5, which probably is a smart decision to take them minus 6.5 because they know everyone. Like this is sports book. This is sports betting 101. The books are like, yeah, everybody watched what Justin Fields did last week against the Steelers. So everyone's on the hype train. Everyone thinks the Jets are about to be good. They're going to get their doors blown off by the Bills, just like they have for the last how many years.
Yeah.
Like, that's what's going to happen. So, I'm going to flip-flop on this one. I think I'm going to take the Bills minus 6.5.
Oh.
I am going to change it.
The old switcheroo. You get one of those.
They could not stop 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers.
It is true.
Like, and the Steelers don't have a great run game. And I mean, the Bills have way, way more offense, like a way more high-powered offense than the Steelers, and the Steelers put up 30-something. So it's like, I could see the Jets scoring 65 points. Like, not the Jets, the Bills. Sorry, I said the Jets, didn't I?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I don't really know. I think we're getting distracted.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
But it's okay. More injuries.
Oh, no.
Colts ruled out Jalen Jones and Charvarius Ward.
That sucks.
For their game against the Broncos.
Yeah, that's another one. You want to hear? Oh wow, man.
The Broncos didn't look good. I'm gonna say that's the only reason why. If it's a lot closer.
Yeah, for sure. Against a team again that everybody just forgot how good their defense is, but
well, they didn't look that good last week.
I'm talking about the Titans defense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like everyone even last year like dogging them. It's like, well, they still had one of the best secondaries in all of football. But yeah, Colts are 2.5-point favorites at home.
Really?
Sorry, underdogs. I'm retarded.
Oh,
I want to say earlier, if I'm not mistaken, I did look at this earlier. I think they were favored. If I'm not mistaken, they were favored, which I was shocked by. I feel like I remember that because I was shocked.
Insane. That would be insane.
But Colts plus 2.5 at home. I don't know how I feel about it because I don't know what the Colts are actually going to do now. Like, they looked so good last week as a product of Miami kind of stinking it up, but the Colts also played very well. Broncos have a great defense. Daniel Jones at QB, you kind of see, like, you could almost see two Pat Surtain, you could almost see two PS2 pick sixes here coming. But also, maybe the Colts are just good and actually put up a fight.
And that's the problem, too, though. It's like it's week 1.
Yeah, it's very
hard. You really don't know who people are yet.
Yeah, and the Broncos offense did not look good last week.
Not at all.
Like,
honestly, I feel like it's like week 5 you really start to find like a team's identity and feel like
which is a perfect time for a break in the season.
Yeah, right? Yeah, dude.
It's
no
the
kidding.
Dumbest shit ever.
It's ridiculous.
It's so dumb. I guess if I have to pick one here, I'll take the Colts plus 2.5 at home. That place is going to be rocking. After what they did last week, I think that place is really happy to feel like they have a chance. I feel like Colts fans feel like they have a chance again. Last year, people were trying to pretend that they, like, oh, Anthony Richardson. But, like, now that they came out and did what they did in week 1, I think Colts fans are fully all in again. And they're, like, ready to be like, yo, we can actually do something here.
I'm sure I feel like, not even just out of hate, but partially. Colts fans are very delirious, in my opinion. I think they
would say the same about Bears fans too.
I don't know, dude. I will tell anyone straight up. I'm like, the Bears suck. They're not good.
That is true.
And if they ask, like, well, like I've been asked, like, well, what about, you guys have Ben Johnson now? There's Caleb Williams, Ben Johnson. I'm like, I'm not excited at all, honestly. Like, I'm not. I'm like, because
that's just you trying to play it off. You're excited.
I truly was never like excited because I just knew that, like, how many times have we seen this before? How many times do I have to see the same thing and it's like,
yeah, but it wasn't the same circumstances before. Like, we've gotten new coaches and shit like that, but it wasn't the circumstances like, oh, the Bears have like a really high draft pick. Who are they going to take? Is it who we think they will? Like, and then they don't. It's like, no, we did take Caleb Williams, which everybody wanted us to do. And then it's like, oh, Ben Johnson's on the table. Are the Bears going to get him? And like, we're all like, as Bears fans, no, we're not going to get him because we know the Bears don't make good moves and we don't go get the guy we should. We're going to go get the second best guy.
I also just told myself I'm not going to get excited just for the fact of, like, because what if it doesn't work out?
Of course.
And obviously week 1, we saw how that went. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, I'm like so ready to buy back in. I want to buy back in. I want that team to be good, but again, it is what it is.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the Steelers and Seahawks game could actually be pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely.
Seahawks defense is legit.
Yeah, but Steelers defense is also kind of legit.
Just got cooked by fucking Justin Fields.
This might be a new Justin Fields though.
Could be.
We don't know.
It could be. I mean, that game for sure is interesting. Steelers are 3-point favorites at home. I don't think they win by 3, if I'm being honest. I'd probably take the Seahawks +3.
Yeah.
But then again, you know what? No, that's not. No, you know why? Because Justin Fields moves a lot. Sam Darnold ain't a fucking running guy.
No, not at all.
If that Steelers D-line can get home, you're going to see like a TJ Watt strip sack on Sam Darnold.
Eat his cheeks up.
Yeah, break his arm, and then
oh gosh.
God, who's their backup? Didn't they draft somebody this year?
I have no idea.
Was it Jalen Milroe? Did they draft Jalen Milroe?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
Get to see some Jalen Milroe action in week 2.
I think people actually want that. Like, people actually want to see him.
Which is crazy.
I agree.
Until Sam Darnold proves that he can't be a starter at the caliber that he was last year, there's no reason to not have him start.
I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that take at all.
But I'll take the Steelers -3. I think they're going to be rocking at home.
Yeah.
Pulled off a big win that got a little squirrely there for a minute, but they pulled off a big win coming home to Pittsburgh. First time for Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh. That place is going to be going absolutely ape shit. I think the Steelers are going to win by 3, at least.
There you go.
Browns-Ravens is, I mean, like I said, Ravens
that's fart fuel. That's like,
yeah, it's 11.5 points there. It's a division game, but I mean, it might as well not be.
It's too much of a margin. Just take the Browns at 11.5. They're going to lose by 10. They're going
I know
to.
11.5 is so much, but like,
It's too much to cover.
I don't know, man.
In the NFL, it's too much to cover. That's bait. That's bait right there.
It's definitely not too much to cover because I mean I don't want to speak
This is one
of
those games that, it's whatever.
Yeah, they beat them 35-10 the last time they played. So I mean, the spread could have been at -20. I think it was. Was it not? Didn't we joke about that when I think we made that pick last year when the spread was like -20.5 or some shit, and we were laughing because basically like same thing about how high it was. We're like, there's no way the fucking Ravens win by 21 points. Like, it's possible, but like that ain't gonna happen. This is the NFL. Like, no way. And then they did. So, yeah, but I don't really care too much about that game. Jags and Bengals, I think, is going to be interesting. I would like to see. I keep having this false hope that the Jags are going to like eventually turn their offense like on.
I think it's this game.
It has to be, right? The Bengals defense is so bad. They were the second worst defense against tight ends last year when it came to touchdowns. They allowed like 11 touchdowns to tight ends last year. So you might see some Brenton Strange action happening, which I mean Travis Etienne too. Like,
what I also saw today though is that Travis Hunter is going to be getting more defensive snaps. So whatever Jamar Chase's over is, hammer it.
Maybe.
There is no shot that Travis Hunter is holding Jamar Chase's jockstrap.
I don't know. We'll see.
Travis Hunter looks like a teenage mutant ninja turtle. Did you see that picture, dude?
Yeah, he does.
Dude, I never realized how actually ugly he is.
Oh yeah,
I don't like looking at him.
I first noticed it when they were like the video of like him and his girlfriend when he was at the draft and she was getting pissed because he was like signing autographs and shit, and then they were showing his face when he got drafted, and I'm like, man, he is one ugly motherfucker.
Talk about a punchable face. That's a punchable face.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least he smiles. I mean, he looks nice.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
seems like a nice
I'm
guy.
sure he's a great guy.
I mean, his girlfriend cheats on him and shit, and he's like, "Yeah, it's all right. I'll stay. Just don't worry about it. I forgive you. I'm gonna sign his
crazy
contract
allegation.
worth the crazy amount of money."
Alleged.
Nah.
Alleged. New York, Dallas. I'm just gonna say take Dallas. Take Dallas all day. There's no shot. New York did not look good at all. They looked abysmal.
Cowboys are again another one that's like only 4.5-point favorites.
I think people are still sleeping on the Cowboys, to be honest.
Oh, for sure, but that's. I mean, I know. Again, it is still the NFL. Like 4.5 is, but like 4.5 at home. They just kept up with the Eagles, who no one expected them to. And then the Giants just lost to the Commanders.
I'm curious to see if the lines change as the year, like they get bigger as the year goes on. Because again, it's week 1. People are like, we don't really know yet. No really sure thing. Again, like we just said, teams' identity is not there yet. I'm interested to see that. I don't know. I'm just like spitballing.
I mean, it definitely will, but I mean, it's always just going to depend on the matchup. Like if the Chiefs and Eagles are both good, the spread will be 1.5 again.
Oh yeah,
later in the year
for that
shit.
for sure. I'm talking like in a situation like this one.
Yeah, like Giants Cowboys, like say 2 years ago Cowboys.
Yeah,
when it's like okay, yeah, Cowboys minus 16.5 over
they're gonna
the
blow
Giants.
their doors off. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, that's kind of the treatment the Ravens are already getting.
100%. I mean, rightfully so. The Browns are just send them back. Get them out of the NFL again.
Get Shadur in there, dude.
Might as well.
You know what game I think is going to be fart fuel, actually? The Rams and Titans.
That's going to be garbage. I don't know that I've ever, I guess it's kind of a hot take, but I feel like in recent history, every Rams game I've watched for like the last 2 years, I'm like, might be the most boring football I've ever seen at the professional level. It's just always like low scoring, not that exciting. It's like they barely beat the team. I guess I'm really just going based off last year. They were a very boring team.
I don't know if boring's the right word, but I know what you mean. They're not like there's not like a crazy amount of explosive plays, and they're not like beating up on teams like they were previously. I think they're still entertaining because Sean McVay runs a great system. Like his play calling is incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, this goes back. Titans have a really good secondary. Matt Stafford, I don't know, the whole back thing. Obviously, he played last week. They barely beat out like a shit rough and tumble game against the Texans rather. So, and now they are playing the Texans. What would it be? The Texans' dad, the original Texans, the Houston Oilers.
Oh yeah.
They have a good defense, and I don't see the Rams doing much against it. And I don't see the Titans doing much either. Like, the total's at 41.5. I'm like, yeah, let's hammer the under on that one. This is going to be another, 17-6 game.
Yeah, I agree.
More than likely.
What's the pick?
If I had to make a pick there, I'm taking Rams money line.
Alrighty. Carolina, Arizona. I think it's another game that's pretty boring. I don't really care about this one.
Cardinals, 6.5-point favorites at home. Again, like that. How does 6.5? They just barely beat the Saints, who were scheduled by the book supposed to win 4 games this year, and they didn't really blow them out. They didn't beat up on them or anything, and they're favored by 6.5 over the Panthers.
Well, Panthers are already getting that treatment of like, hey, you guys actually are garbage.
Yeah, which is stupid again. Because and who did the Panthers play last week? Why am I forgetting?
Jacksonville.
The Jags. And that game was close. The Jags suck until the very end of the game. The Jags finally, blew it open. But the Jags weren't able to do shit against the Panthers. So what are we talking here? The Cardinals didn't really look highly impressive to me. From week 1. So I don't know. 6.5 seems crazy. Favored to cover 6.5 seems crazy to me as well. Unless I'm missing something when it comes to injuries or some kind of bullshit stat thing that I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, I have to – I'm going to say Panthers plus 6.5.
Alrighty. Sunday night, did we talk about that? Falcons-Vikings?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yep, took the Falcons plus 3.5.
Then Monday night, we got the doubleheader. I hate when they do this. I think it's the dumbest thing on earth. It's really stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, well, this one actually is not going to be a problem for the sense of you won't have to watch 2 games at once because they are starting the late game at 9 p.m.
Yeah,
which that is
I will not be watching that.
I mean, it's Chargers-Raiders, so obviously they're favoring this for the fans on the West Coast, and the fans are going to be there. But Yeah, I'm also not a fan of the doubleheaders on.
I think they're the worst.
Because if one game's good, you don't want to. If they're on at the same time like they did last year.
I don't understand why they do that either. I think it's really stupid.
Yeah, we don't need a doubleheader. If anything, I'll take the second game on Tuesday. I'd be happy about that. I'd be happy about Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday.
Throw a Friday game in there.
Or that.
This is the Midwest. We don't care about football like that around here. We're not Texas.
Although Indiana's playing right now, so playing Indiana State.
Oh.
You'd be missing that if there was an NFL game on, dude. You'd be missing Indiana beat Indiana State by 52 points tonight if there was an NFL game on. So that's why they don't do it on Fridays.
The game actually is it going on right now? No, it's not.
I believe they started at
5:30.
Oh, so it starts in 2 minutes.
Yeah. Anyways, Bucks Titans is the first game. Or Bucks Texans. Sorry, misspoke.
Same thing. We're on the same wavelength here.
Give me the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks are Texans are 2.5-point favorites.
They're at home.
They are
I think
at home.
they're pretty balanced teams, honestly.
No, I totally disagree with that.
You think
Texans don't have an O-line, man. They didn't do shit for their O-line, but get rid of pieces. And then, they scored 6 points last week against the Rams.
It's fair.
The Bucks have a pretty good defense. I mean, their defense isn't bad.
Antoine Winfield's out there taking heads off, and I actually love that. Give me the Bucks. I'm also just a big Bucks guy.
Bucks are plus 114 on the money line for the Bucks. It's like, what is going on? Why is that? That's so fishy.
I don't know.
That's so fishy.
Hopefully, this is the one game that we can get. Because I know with ESPN and ABC, you only get one of them with the doubleheaders. I just really hope that's the case, that we get this one, and I don't care to watch Chargers Raiders at all.
Let's see here.
What are we looking for?
I'm just looking to see if there's like any major injuries. I mean, Tristan Wirfs is doubtful.
That's pretty major.
Chris Godwin's doubtful, but that's known. Jalen McMillan's been on IR. Like, there's nothing.
The biggest one is Tristan Wirfs. That's huge.
But I don't know if he sat out last week either.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
So I mean, that would be. I mean, give me the Bucks money line. I just don't understand why they would be plus 114. They're
baiting you, dude. It's the sports books.
It is.
They're baiting you.
It's 100% bait. There's no way the public. Yeah. I'm going to check it right now. Actually, I know that's pretty far away, but let's see if it. 72% of the money, Bucks money line. 71% on the Bucks plus 2.5. 67% on the over 42.5 points. Are they really going to let the public? That's going to be up to over 80% by Monday night.
Probably.
There's no way they're.
So that means the Texans are going to win.
Also, too, 72% of the money is going on the Bucks, and they're still at fucking plus money. That ain't coming down at all. They're not moving into favorites territory. Come on, dude.
Greedy.
Something's fishy.
Rigged.
Something's fishy. Chargers Raiders, though, I actually think that'll be a good ass game.
Yeah, it will be decent, but I don't care to watch it in the sense of I'm not staying up to watch that.
89% of the bets are on the Chargers money line at minus 185. Chargers are 3.5-point favorites on the road in Vegas.
Hammer the Raiders. It's too much money on the Chargers, dude. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean,
and the Chargers didn't look like they were world beaters out there against the Chiefs either. They played a good game, a good clean game, and that's what helped.
They also played a very good team.
Yeah, but the Raiders. They might be something, you know.
Raiders, they don't have a defense.
They don't at all.
Like, and that's the problem.
I honestly can only name one player on that defense.
Yeah, which is funny because if I'm not mistaken, that was the Chargers at the it was the Chargers because it was Easton Stick was the quarterback. Herbert was like everybody was out. Remember that the Raiders won like 63-7 or something.
Yeah.
Like was that 2 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean that was the funniest shit ever. But yeah, I mean give me the Chargers minus 3.5. I don't know how that's not favored to cover, but. I'd definitely take the Chargers minus 3.5 for that one. I gotta start writing these up again too. I totally forgot about that. I didn't even write them out this time, so I don't remember. I'm not gonna remember what I had. Maybe.
Yeah, we could always listen back.
True.
Or if one of our fans is good enough, you know, they'll throw it in the comments.
Hey, I wanted to touch on this quick. This is good. I mean, I'm done with football unless you got.
I got nothing else. No.
All right. This was an interesting thing. Chicago teams records during the 2020s decade. The Bears are 29-56. The Blackhawks 126-258. Bulls are 195-205. Cubs are 426-426. Make that 427-426. We won today. Fly the W.
Nice.
White Sox are 366-486. Combined 1,142-1353. 211 games under 500. That is abysmally bad. I mean, Chicago sports has truly been in
It's been awful.
desperation. We are in desperation mode, and it's crazy because when you think like since 2020, say to now, like in the last 5 years, you've had the Sox go on a run to the point where people literally were saying they're going to be contending for a World Series, like definitely,
Yeah.
because of the young talent they had coming up. That fell on its face. The Blackhawks get the #1 overall pick and choose the next fucking.
Well, and also, and I gotta say, the only thing counter argument to that, he had no pieces around him.
No, I'm not saying Connor Bedard's trash or anything like that, but I'm just saying like it's funny that like we get the #1 pick and 2 years in a row we literally had the worst record in hockey. Like it's crazy that like it's just like that hope and then it's taken away from us. The Cubs looked like they were going to be good 2 years ago. They had the worst meltdown I have ever seen as a fan who's been watching within the last month of the season. Blew the wild card spot to the Diamondbacks. That was the year they made the World Series. And then you got the Bears finally get the #1 overall pick, and then it's like last year the fucking team. I mean, everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for Chicago as a whole.
I'm gonna say right now too.
Bulls stink.
I think the problem with the Bears, just real quick, because people might be getting bored of football talk. I'm not. I'm just saying. But the problem is in these situations, I feel like if you're going to bring in a rookie quarterback, you need to bring in a brand new head coach, a brand new system. Because if you're going to fire the coach his first year and then be like, hey, well, now you've got to relearn everything and everything's going to be completely different year 2, I just feel like that's what you got to do, honestly.
Yeah, but it's bad timing, really, more than anything. Because it's either that option or you commit to this coach for another 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's just been literally like a bad timing for the Bears. At least it has been bad timing. You usually know
when a coach is going to suck before. Like we knew Matt Eberflus sucked. We knew. There's no doubt about that. People were clinging on to the hope that Justin Fields running for 2,000 yards. Yeah. That's not good. Eberflus should have been gone. We should have figured something else out. Granted, I don't really remember what the coaching situation. Well, Jim Harbaugh. I'll say that. But
Bill Belichick, Jim Harbaugh, Pete Carroll. Only some of the greatest coaches of all time are
all
on the table.
Super Bowl winning coaches.
Yeah, no big deal.
Actually, Jim T has not won a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, Jim is not.
He's not. But anyways, I just feel like you need an established guy already. Because now, again, I'm just gonna say that's the only reason why I think we keep ruining quarterbacks. That's just me. I'm just gonna say that.
I 100% agree. I did see a Colin Cowherd thing today with Tom Brady, and he was talking about like how you can tell a quarterback is like context. He was talking about how like before a guy used to kind of sit on the bench and then come out and you'd be able to tell like what he was like. You'd have to give him a couple years. He goes, now I feel like by Thanksgiving of year 2, you know if a guy's got it or not. You know if a guy's good enough or not. Do the Bears end up taking like after Thanksgiving if Caleb Williams isn't playing good? Do the Bears decide that they should move on from him? And Tom Brady's like, that's just not fair at all to say like.
Well, Brady's take is it's unfair to put rookies as starters.
Well, yeah, exactly, and 100%. And he's like, everyone sits here and ranks quarterbacks 1 to 32. He goes, no. He goes, have you ever ranked passing game coordinators? Have you ever ranked a quarterbacks coach 1 to 32? He goes, how fair is it to someone if their quarterbacks coach is ranked 30th in the league? Or their offensive coordinator. He goes, no one talks about these other guys, that they are part of the system that develops these guys. They are responsible for teaching him how to be better. And that's what he's talking like. He's like, I got drafted where I got drafted because they said I lacked the arm strength, I wasn't mobile, and all this and that. He's like, but where I lacked one thing, he's like, I made it up mentally. Yeah. And I had great training from a QB coach, and then my actual coach taught me how to read defenses because Belichick's one of the best defensive coaches of all time, if not the greatest. And he's like, so it's not fair to just be like talking about trashing a guy after a year and a half, also considering third offense, second head coach. Like, he's like, it's just not. And I'm like, yeah, thank you. Somebody with a brain shuts down Colin Cowherd. Like, it's so funny. You get Tom Brady on there, and then he just shits all over your take. And
I agree. Well, Colin Cowherd.
You just sit there like an idiot, smiling.
Colin Cowherd's a bozo. But
yeah, definitely.
Anyways, it's enough football.
Yeah, definitely enough football. Baseball. Speaking of Chicago, speaking of living in the past, Anthony Rizzo's retiring as a Cub today. Actually, no, tomorrow.
And he's now going to join the organization as an ambassador.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Anthony Rizzo, what an amazing career with the Cubs. Guy went through all thick and thin. Came out a World Series champion. So that's fucking can't get any better than that.
Could have too if Aaron Judge didn't suck.
Well, that's also true. That's also a valid point. And kind of sticking on former Cubs. This was from I don't remember what day. Oh, it says right here, September 9th. Kyle Schwarber hit his 50th home run this year.
That, yeah.
He's a 34th player in MLB history to hit 50 home runs in a season. I feel like it would have been more by now, but
yeah, probably. I feel like it definitely would have been more, but
yeah, 34 in history is pretty nuts. And then also that same day, speaking of Aaron Judge moves into 5th all-time on the Yankees.
Saw that.
For home runs, 359 career home runs, surpassing Yogi Berra.
Yep, saw that.
Also extremely impressive. I'm not taking anything from Aaron Judge. I think the guy is incredible. The fact that he also, like, on this year, as many games as he has missed, he has a ridiculous amount. I think he's, like, damn near at 50 home runs, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna hurry up and check this quick, but yeah, he's at 46 homers, and he missed a significant chunk of time. So talk about, like, losing your rhythm. Just the missed games in general, like for him, if he ends up with over 50 is just absurd because he would have ended up with fucking 60, which is just crazy to me. It's so nuts. And that was pretty much it for baseball that I had. I did see one NBA thing that I thought was pretty interesting, which I don't necessarily think I agree with, but the NBA will implement a new change for the 25-26 season.
Okay.
Unsuccessful end-of-period heaves will now be recorded as a missed field goal attempt for the team, not the player. Those long heaves will no longer impact an individual player's percentages. Basically, NBA players are crying and bitching about their fucking field goal percentage being down just a tick because of taking half-court shots at the end of the game or end of a half. I think that's stupid.
I think that's really dumb.
It's like, what do you mean the team? Like, why does it matter? How many half-court game, like, how many shots are you actually pulling up from? Like, in your entire career, you might take, what, 50 on the high side? Like, if a guy...
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think that is stupid, though.
Like, why does it need to go to the team? Just keep it. It's fine. Just keep it to the player, dude.
Who really cares?
Also, don't take the shot then.
It's fast.
Pass the fucking ball. Let the other guy take the shot. Let him... You want to pad your stats any bit you can, and let the other guy shoot it.
Yeah, it's dumb.
Because also, if you make it, dummy... Well, now he doesn't. Oh, but you only want it to matter if it goes towards you in a good way. Like,
yeah,
that's just kind of bogus.
It shouldn't exist at all. Then, if that's the case, then just get rid of it.
Get rid of the NBA. I'm all for it.
How do you get rid of that? I mean, but
the NBA, it's easy. You just
yeah, right.
You just Adam Silver gets in his UFO and goes back to another planet wherever he's
scary,
from.
Dude. He's scary looking.
He is fucking scary looking.
He's very scary looking.
I also did see him actually. Was it? I think it was him commented on them talking about like maybe like all the NBA games that are streaming on like different services and shit, and he like basically said you know what, I don't want to misquote it because it was kind of a ridiculous thing to say as the commissioner of the third biggest sport in America.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and find it really quick.
Okay.
I didn't screenshot it. I don't know why, but I should have because I did think it was a little ridiculous. Also, the Kawhi shit unfolding is kind of there. People are finding some more stuff there.
Yeah, I actually didn't look into that at all.
Yeah, there was like some payment he got. Like he got paid out like $1.76 million. There was like some shit about him missing a game, and like with an injury allegedly.
Okay, I got the quote
from Adam Silver.
Yeah. He said that people who can't keep up with the rising cost of subscriptions can consume highlights via social media.
And then they also said because the game is more of like a highlight sport anyways, is what he said.
Yeah,
and it's like
don't actually watch our games, just watch the highlights.
Yeah, and it's like, wow,
Idiot.
You are so disconnected, you asshole.
That's like, I mean, granted, the same argument can be made for baseball. But it's like the commissioner's not coming out and saying that stupid thing.
Yeah, you don't just... Yeah, exactly. That's like huge for the commissioner to say that. Like, to basically dump on your whole league or dunk on your whole league, pun intended. But Man, that's like
Yeah, that's bad. That is really bad.
that's dumb.
Really bad.
That's goofball shit.
Yeah, that is stupid. That is very stupid.
He's disconnected because he's an alien, dude. He doesn't know his fucking dude. He's showing his true colors. Yeah, exactly. He's not. He can't be human forever.
It's crazy.
He's gonna slip up once in a while. He's like
He's gonna
this.
turn back into a lizard eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That does it
That's
for
all
me.
I got. Unless you got anything else, I'm gonna figure out what to get for dinner.
I was gonna say I got an empty ass belly. That's what I got. My stomach's been growling for like the last half an hour.
And we got an empty comment section, guys. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah.
And as always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for listening. Bet the house on the Eagles. See ya.
Thanks.